Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss what will happen if we try to update the record using complex view. In our previous session, we discussed the same process but with simple view, and there we saw we can update the record, and it is actually updating when the condition is satisfied for the view that we have created, right? But what will happen if I try the same thing with the complex view? So for that, first of all, I will show you the exact query that I have run for that I have already executed for this view. So this is my view query where what I'm doing, I'm creating one view as emp depth, which is employee department, and here I'm selecting few columns from the employee table and few from the department table. So you can see here, right? Employee ID, employee name, department ID is from employee table, where E is the alias of the employee table, and department name is from department table, where um, uh, D is the alias of the department table. And then we are just simply performing join operation here and fetching the data. Fine. So this is the view, and in detail, like we have already covered these things. So I will just focus on that portion, like what will happen if I try to update this thing. So for now, I will show you the table data. So let's start from EMP. So this is my employee table. And likewise, if I go and search for the department table, if I hit the query on DEPT table, you can see this is the data we are holding inside department table. Now look at how what data we are filtering, or we can say what data we are getting from this employee department view, which is a complex view. So here we are getting record for 1 and 4. Alright. Now what we will do, we will try to update this employee name for employee ID 1 with complete employee 1. Okay. And we'll see whether it is allowed or not. So for that, you just need to write update, press F4. Here you can put your file name. So in our case, we will go with complex view. So empdept library Sharmit1, hitting enter. Here I want to update the data, which is employee1. I want to keep the full name here, employee1, and then simply I am hitting enter. Then from where I will take F4, select the employee ID equals to 1. So what I have instructed to my SQL, that you have to update the record uh, employee name as employee 1, where the employee ID is 1, and the moment when I hit enter on this query, it show me this error: view, index or table emp depth in Sharmit1 read only. So if you remember, in our previous session, the moment when we were discussing about the insertion operation, deletion operation for complex view, that time also we saw the same issue, right? So if you take F1 here, you will see that as this is in read only mode, we are not supposed to perform any update operation. What could be the reason? There are multiple reasons listed down here. In all of these reasons, it will not allow us to update, but in our case, this is due to the view or logical file references more than one table in outer full select. So you can see we are using more than one table, which is employee and department. So two base table, that's why it is not allowing us to update the record. But if you really want to update the data, then you can simply go and change this to EMP. So what it will do, it will update directly inside the base table. It is updated now. Now look at the data again. Select start from Sharmit1/EMP. Now it is updated. So from this example, we can understand whenever we are trying to update the data through complex view, it will not allow, because this is in read mode only. But the moment when you try to update the same through base table employee, it will allow you. Alright. Now next question is, what will happen if I try to do the same thing through my SQLRPGLE program? Will it work? No, it will not work. Why? Let's see. So here I have created that program. Firstly, I'm declaring constant, then setting the commitment control as a star none. These things we have already discussed many times, so I'm just focusing on the main part. So here what we are doing, we are executing the update query on Sharmit1/emp depth and setting the employee name as employee 4, where employee ID is, maybe you can make it as 1, and here you can make it 1. Okay, so after this query is executed, we will check if SQL state is valid, we will print record updated, else we will print the SQL state query ended with an error and INR equals to star on. So let's go and quickly compile this program, and it is showing SQL precompile fail. Why? So let's go to the spool file, press shift F6, and at the last you will find your spool file, taking 5, taking control to the bottom, and here you can see it is showing position 20 view index table emp depth in Sharmit 1 read only. So here we will also get the same error because this file is in read only mode and we are trying to update this through view, which is not allowed. So it will not allow, even it will not compile a program with this view read only mode. Okay, so yeah, I hope this is clear to all of you. Like whenever we are trying to insert, update or delete from a complex view, it will not allow us. Okay, but the case is different in case of simple view that we have already discussed, right? So that's the only reason why I'm explaining all these topics separately, because this might cause some confusion. And like these are some interview related questions, right? Whenever someone is in interview and if someone asks you like, can we update the data through a view which is a complex view? So answer is no. Why? Because in complex view we are using more than one base table, and when we are using more than one base table, then it is considered as a read only mode. Okay, and it will not allow us to update anything through complex view. All right, so yeah, that's all for this session. In the upcoming session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching TechSharmit.